Good morning. Oh, well, I did my live in the garden today. That was the announcement, but I went early. So, for those of you who are trying to keep up with our new schedule, I thought you might enjoy a bonus live this morning. So, there is a garden tour. It should be up there shortly. So, you didn't get to go with me live, but if you're going to watch it, it's a 10-15 minute one, not very long. But just walking you through what's blooming at my house. A few things. It's beautiful. Well, I know the time change is a bit of a challenge for you, but I have a few things to share with you. And I said to Tyler, it's going to be like a Mary Poppins trunk. Got so many different things happening. I am going to give you top-down view. I just got my shipment in from Patchabilities. Things I need to make. We have this beautiful wall hanging. New pattern. These are going to be fun. These are called nibbles. Julie's got a new proposition happening. So these fit on the little calendar stands. And so there's the little bottom and the little top. And I do believe they're just seasonal, kind of sweet. And this one is not cute. Let's see. I've got him. I think that's so. I love rabbits. I don't. Gingerbread. All the fun little buttons and trims. Whew. Set those to the side or I'll lose them. Hot cocoa. Too hot today for hot cocoa. It's never cold enough to not have ice cream. But there are some days it's too hot for hot chocolate. Sweet cupcake, Valentine's, St. Patty's. That's fun. That looks like a taco, avocado. Oh, pink lemonade. That's lovely. Ice cream cones with the flamingo holder. That's hilarious. Caramel apples. And looks like maybe a ghost eating a pumpkin almost, or a cookie there. Oh, pumpkin spice. Can we say pumpkin spice? Love that. Alrighty. So then these new ones, Wagon Days. Let me put that over there. Wagon Days. They're lovely. They're a little bigger. So you might need a slightly larger space to put those. There's this one. Summer. Summer's got a lovely butterfly and a bird. Some daisies in there. These all, of course, need stitching. And I thought maybe we would stitch one of those live. Give you a little more fun. Oh, so then autumn, crow, and pumpkins. Love it. Not so scarecrow. That's cute. So much fun to see the new things when they come in, hey? There we go. And my spacer. Oh, and this one, you guys. This one near and dear to my heart. A sewing theme. And I love the spool block. I hope you do too. So we've got this one is ready to go. My darling Dawn started it for me and got all of this done. Then we had it quilted in the long department. And I'm actually going to applique through the whole thing. And it will just add a little bit of texture. The appliquing through the quilting gives you a different kind of texture. I'm not awfully worried about what it might look like on the back because it's so pretty on the front. Who's going to turn it over? It's going to live its life this way. And then kind of this busy background. See, it makes the camera go a little nutty. This busy background, it's going to hide pretty well in there. So I'm not too terribly worried about that. So those are some new things from our pals at Patchabilities. Julie is lovely. Been friends with her since she got started years ago. And at the H&H show, I was able to meet up with her and her mom, both lovely ladies. You know, it's a relationship business. So, good morning, Denise. Would you agree? This is a relationship business, not a transactional business. Because if I just sold refrigerators, buy a refrigerator, take it home, enjoy it. I would only see you once every 10, 20 years. And we get to see all of you on a regular basis, which is my favorite part of this business. We get to see things happen. We get to see things grow. We get to see things change. Years and years ago, one of my first memories in the old store, we had a lovely lady come in and she had her little girl with her. And her little girl was going from her crib to her big girl bed. And mom was making her a quilt and she let her daughter help her pick the fabrics even at a couple years old. And then she made the top, brought it in, we quilted it. She brought her daughter back for the quilting process and then getting it onto her bed. And I am happy to say that I got to watch that little girl grow up, become one of our customers in her own right. Last I had seen her, she was off to university, and it's just kind of crazy to have been somewhere doing something so long that you started meeting your customers when they were like 2 years old and this tall to off to university. Yeah, this kind of boggles my mind. Anyway, I have some other things. Woof. Some more things to share from the trade show. I'm looking for a Canadian distributor to carry these fabrics. They are cork, and I'm telling you, beautiful. Let me do the top down here. You might be able to see them. You can kind of see the patterns through the bottom here. It's a very nice, high quality cork. I have brought home 10 different samples. And if we can't find a Canadian distributor, it's very difficult to import. That is not my job. I'm a retailer and I love my job. Importing isn't really for me. I'm going to open this one because I think this is my favorite and you need to see at least one of them. But this is a fairly high-end cork, meaning expensive, but the expense is actually going to be worth it. Let me just pop this tape open here. Can't get my fingers in there. Eee. I don't want to damage the wrapper in case I need the information on it, but I do need to get in here. There we go. Okay, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? There is a little bit of gold in there. You can see it glinting. beautiful kind of a red sunflowers, which I see every now and then out at the farmer's market for sale. I've often brought a bouquet of them home. But you can maybe see how flexible this is. It's on a terrific back. It's got a nice cloth backing. And so with cork like this, you are able to cut it and sew it beautifully. And when it's, let's see if we can see that I folded it right over. I'm not going to crease it because that's not a fair test. But when you can fold the cork over like this and it doesn't crack and break, that's lovely, because then you can do things with it that cork doesn't typically like having done to it. They have some very nice plain texture, plain cork, but this one has sort of a bit of a stripe. This has got some big, heavier open chunks. Then this one is very fine texture. This one is black. Almost looks like tooled leather, that one. But the colors are what really grabs me, and this one almost has a Bargello effect in it. That's beautiful. And then this one is just that nice cork texture and grain with a little bit of a gold overlay. But the fact that you can almost bend it in half with no cracks is perfect. Yeah, Denise, I love it. This one's sort of grainy like this one, but it has a bit darker in it. So that was one of my new finds. Importing directly, as I said, is not easy, but they're willing to work with us if we don't come up with a Canadian distributor. So if my customers are all in, I'm all in. It's beautiful cork. This was new. Let's see. There we go. Hot and Heavy. So by Annie's. We've got all the matching hardware. Many colors of mesh. I have black here because, you know, when you have it. Those of you who don't know, hey Lana, I own a quilt store, sewing store full of so many colors. And what's my favorite color? Black. I love black because I think when you put other colors next to it, they become super special. White and cream, I have nothing against all the people who like a white background or a cream background, but I prefer a black background. I find them more dramatic. So when I got to pick my kit, I picked the one that was overall black. Lana, no, the Hot and Heavy's just coming out. So this one has been designed for iron carry. So it will take the new big irons, and just heard that Annie and Tula have a little partnership happening. So you'll see more and more samples done in Tula through by Annie's. Oh my gosh! Oh, look! Remember that big Kimberbell bag? All right, I'm gonna lift it up here. Okay, what else have I got? Oh, so at the show I was just at, there was a lot more handwork in knitting and needlework and that sort of thing. And I've done some purchasing with Buttermilk Basin before. Let's see here. I'll turn it so you guys could read it a little easier. Bloom. But it's done with felt. And for those of you who like to do applique work with felt, there's also cottons mixed in there. Don't be locked in a box. You can blend cotton and silk and wool all the fabrics together. Crazy Quilts used to have all the things in it, and they're beautiful. Scrap quilts can have all the things in it, but so can beautiful everyday things like this. This is the lovely table mat called Bloom. We'll see what the interest is there. Well, there's some new marking pens. This is a tester. We're gonna have to test that, see how we feel about it. Oh, we found this fun little embroidery company, Kiriki. They had some really cool needlework kits, hand embroidery. Lana, I certainly can. I've been running like a maniac since I got home, so it's I haven't got all my orders placed, and I prefer to support my Canadian distributors, and it does take them sometimes a hitch longer than the American companies, because in the United States you can easily buy direct from Annie, as well as distributors, but there tends to be a wee bit of lag time. So hang on 1 minute. We've got a full collection of Annie hardware. We carried an assortment of the colored nets by Annie, but we're working on having full stock, so we'll have more inventory of by Annie as we go along. I love this little pack. This is a little stuffed fox with embroidery work. That's a little crow, although I might put a bigger beak on it and call it a raven. In one of my Indigenous encounters, I was given the raven as my spirit animal. So this is just a little needle keeper. It's adorable. A little spring, the little duck. Baby chick anyway. Pansy mat. You can see the colors. They're not all extreme country colors, which a lot of people don't actually like in their wool. Some people are out because it looks too country and a little bit dark. But, you know, there was some fun stuff from Tula. We got some ribbon and some unicorn pins, because why not? This is also from Kiriki. This is a little wooden ornament, and you just stitch on it. So it has the wood and some stitching, and I think that if I can hurry up and get these in, they are going to make great summer projects. They will travel with you. In the next little bit, I'm going to be working on portable sewing. I'll do a few more demos. So I used to have a class called Vacation Quilting, and the whole quilt went in a baggie, all hand done, but in a way that machine sewers could live with. And it allowed you to take it to the beach. It allowed you to take it camping in the mountains. If you're a mom who spends a summer at the lake or with your kids at the pool, or, you know, in sports, or perhaps you're a commuter, it was a great project to just take in a small bag with you, and you could literally stitch it anywhere. At the show that I was at there in Chicago, given that there were so many knitters there was people waiting for this, that, and the other thing, or in classes, and they were all knitting. And so, you know, as a creative person, my fingers were twitching. I was like, oh, I think it's time to reinvent and bring you some vacation quilting or sewing that you can do. And of course, some of you are hosting Granny Camp, and you're going to need things to keep the kids busy. This was the sweetest little needle threader. So there's like a little bear there. It's a little hard to see with the packaging and the glinting. But the other thing that I was super excited about, made in Canada. Ta-da! I love finding homegrown talent. This is a needle minder. They had the best needle minders. They were all fun. Fun. And I got a llama. So, let's see what else is going on here. Oops. Here's my name tag and my gimbal for taking live video. It helps the camera stay steady. I don't need that anymore, as I have a fabulous camera system in this room, thanks to Tyler and his smarts. And then, oh God, I've got catalogs and reading material. Yeah, here is the Kariki catalog front. So see, these are they're little stuffies, and I have the little fox there, but you get to stitch the details into the fox. So that's something I think those of you who need some portable projects could appreciate, or if you need some kids projects, again, something more you could appreciate. Oh my goodness. So, okay. That's all homework for me. I'll put that with the other things. Then, oh, this one. Yeah. How to Embroider Texture and Pattern. Fabulous book. So if some of you are not experts or would like a little assistance, we'll do some hand embroidery classes, because starting and finishing needs to be tidy and clean, but let's get that to be easier. And then my friend known as Gourmet Quilter, I know her as Susan Clare, she has a new book out, and we can deal with some of the overabundance of scraps that some of you might have. I'm back to Buttermilk Basin. There's a June Needle Keeper. It's got a lovely lemon and strawberry and blueberry on the front. The handwork was inspiring to see it again, and a lot of people think I'm a machine girl because I do teach a lot of machine things, but I do love handwork. I love traditional work. Then I found some interesting things. MJ Creative. So these are some very interesting. This one's postage stamps here. This is a Woodlands selection, and this one's butterflies. These are wash away templates, so that you don't have to trace patterns onto fabric to create something. And that is from Melissa here. This is her company and her book. So I quite liked her product. Makes it super simple, because honestly, if I have to sit and trace to get a pattern to get started, I will. But honestly, life's too short. I could be sitting in the garden stitching with product like that, because not every day is about weeding. And then this one, they're calling it a bee bowl filler. It's a 3D embroidery. Again, lovely colors, not super country. And we do have a lovely selection of brilliantly colored yarn and wool. So you may want to come on in and have a look. And then this one might just be from me. How many of you recognize that kitten? Maybe from your grandma's house or your grandma's embroidery box. Maybe your mom's. This little kitten used to be on just about everything. And I actually have some vintage pieces with that cat on there. And this is just, I guess, they call it a runner, but back in the day, dresser scarf was the kind of the true name of it. All right, let's see what else is down in here. Oh, yeah. I believe this is, oh, which one did that come out of? I think that's MJ Creative. We used to have Thread Heaven in a little container, and not getting a good focus. There we go. This is a lovely tin of thread conditioner so that your thread's not twisting and wrapping and fraying. It's always nicer to do hand stitching with that, a little bit of that on there. Whew, I'm getting to the bottom of my little tickle trunk sample of some fun fabric. Oh, sample of some a washing soap, and specifically created for crafters to help remove paint, ink, other stains, dye, clay, grime, red clay. Well, I'm pretty sure if it will take care of all those things, it will take care of gardening hands too. I'll let you know the next time I'm weeding. Because, you know, I like to test as much of the product that I bring into the store for you as I possibly can. As always, Schmetz Needles was there. Truly, Schmetz makes a good portion of the world's needles. And there's so much good information there. We'll continue to share with you. We've had Rhonda Pierce, which is a great name for someone who works for a needle company. And we've had her come do a live program for us. It might be time again, because there's always new needles. There's always new information. And sometimes you may have learned it a while back, but it wasn't pertinent to what you were doing then. And, you know, as you grow and change in sewing, you need the knowledge again. So, whew, well, everyone, there we go. That is sort of trade show recap. The garden tour should be up. I know it's up on YouTube, if you're a YouTube person. And of course, our channel is mysewingroom.ca, DOTCA. Please join us. Please like us. And we broke the 1,000 mark. I'm so proud of us and everyone who was part of this. We had high hopes of creating videos that you would enjoy, that would entertain, that would educate, and just keep you engaged in your hobby throughout the pandemic. And for some of us included, it became important to our mental health to help us remain calm and help us remain creative. And, you know, this is our new motto. Isn't it? Well, not new. It's always been our motto, but we're putting it out there, which is let us help you get creative. And truly, that's what we're here for, to uplift, inspire, supply, console. We've got some interesting things coming up, but congratulations to us, to everyone on the team here that helped. But we've hit the 1,000 mark for videos. And the very first one I loaded up was the binding video, because not everyone's into hand sewing, certainly not something as pedantic as binding. It's the least cool part of a quilt, but it's important, very important. But some people don't like stitching them by hand, so we did a video on how to successfully put them on machine both ways. And I know that there's a ton of people who've really enjoyed that over the years. So when you get looking for it, it's the very first one. So if you're looking in time, date, order, keep scrolling. It's way down at the bottom. Now, look, there's one more bag. I'm going to show it to you before I actually sign off, but I didn't want to forget to say thanks. I couldn't have done 1,000 videos without all the support and help from everyone. And they deserve kudos, because it takes a village. You know what they say? Teamwork makes the dream work. Well, that's true. All right. Let me see. Let me get you this beautiful floral embroidery kit. Everything's in there to make that little wall hanging. We sometimes have this sample in the store, but in the What's New at Kimberbell event, I won a door prize, which was the the things I need to make in-house the nativity bench pillow. So maybe I'll turn that into a sew along, because why have fun when I can turn it into work? Actually, work allows me to justify making just about anything. Then if for those of you who might try a little wool work, maybe a little embroidery, Marcus Brothers had supplied me with a kit to make that happen. Then Marcus, there was a designer there, Tracy Souza, Plum Cute Designs, and her stuff is, of course, cute's not everyone's thing, but there's got to be other things that you would enjoy. But I was just thinking about this the other day. I used to teach fabric coloring, and I was wondering if it might be time to pull that back out, because I sure enjoyed it. And it isn't new, but what really is. But it's had a couple resurgences, like bell-bottom pants. So I've seen them twice in my lifetime. Maybe not those again. But yes, Marcus had these beautiful kits, and we can run a little intro class, get you doing some hand embroidery, simple things you can pass on to maybe the youngsters in your life. And then a little bit of wool work there. Let me pull that out to the top again, just to try it. It's like broccoli. You can't say you don't like it if you didn't actually put it in your mouth. At least that was my my argument with my son, who's now 40, and I'm like, if you've never tried it, put it in your mouth before you spit it out. Can't spit it out before you've ever tried it. So everyone, well, that is my double today. And for those of you who maybe aren't Canadian, that's a coffee term, double. 2 cream, 2 sugars. So from me to you, 2 creams, 2 sugars. Have a great day. Do remember to get outside, even for a few minutes, bask in the warmth and the sunlight. And hopefully there's not so much. Whoa, well, thanks, Bernina Canada. We'll have some Bernina updates this summer too. Looking forward to it. There's lots of rumors and speculation on the internet. I'm not going to buy into that. I am going to wait and see. We want to supply you with truth, nothing but the truth. So help me sewing. And we'll see.